Alright guys, welcome back to Every Day with me, Nick. We've got the Kubota L4630 GST in the background here, and fortunately we've been granted permission to go inside a grain barn, thinking of alcohol there, to work on it. And basically all we've done at the moment is took the loader off, which was a quickie anyway, so it's easy peasy. We took the bonnet. What we done? Took the bonnet off and some side panels, easy peasy. I'm going to take off the subframe for the quickie loader, and there's a breaker bar in this one. I've got one over there as well. So yeah, that's what we're doing, and we've got the clutch for it to do. So once that clutch is in, hopefully this tractor will be okay again for another 5,000 more hours. But basically knowing that I've done it, and also that we're not going to neglect the tractor as we think it has been in the past. So once that's done, it should be fantastic thereafter, and a good job as well, because we've got lots of work coming up with it as well with regards to firewood. So that's that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to time lapse here and bring you in on the parts where I think you might need to know what's going on. But there's not many people online that have done this or showed this. So once this is done, you know, at least folk can maybe watch this and see or ask how we've done it and everything thereafter. So guys, it's a dry clutch as well. That's another thing as well. It's not a wet clutch, but we still have to drain all the gearbox oilers and everything. We're going to leave the engine side intact. That doesn't need to be drained. So I might do some voiceover anyway when it comes to time lapsing, and that way I can explain as well. Right guys, to sit back and relax, have a cup of tea, and watch what we do. Cheers for now. Right, we're just on with taking cab off now, so I'll put you onto video so that you can see what's happening. That's how you take a 4630 GST cab off. Right guys, we're ready just to split it now. I know it's going to be poor lighting, but we're going to try our best anyway. We've got a light set up at the rear there, but almost all the bolts are out and the nuts for the bell housing there onto the engine. I think we're right. Yeah, I've got all mine are out there.
Right, and then get a front wheel and just be very steady.
Hold on a sec, hold on. Are you ready?
Yeah, right.
Up, steady, because it's wanting to look like it was going to go front over. Wait.
You reckon?
It looked it.
No, you're not. I'm towards back at me.
Do you want to go again?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll go again.
It won't do that.
Jack, what's this? I've got a driver there, like.
No. The wheel's looking right way, not Jack.
Yeah.
A wheel at the back.
Well, it spun round a bit actually. That's how you touch it.
What wheel is it?
Yeah. Give it another go. Ready? It's Jack holding it up.
What, I mean, what, like roll?
That's rolling.
Just give it half a wind up, Jack. Right. Try that then. Alright, spin it back, looks good.
Let me get my torch.
Yeah, we're off what we're going now, it's a pry back.
Yeah, I've got me.
I brought it for me.
Get me torch. Find some light in there, eh?
What is it down at the bottom, what I'm looking at? Is that just a... No.
I don't know what that is there.
Bar in there, where you go.
Got a bit of
Can't be weight forward of that, can it?
Can't be what, sorry?
Can't be weight forward of that, can it? Surely can't tip it forward of that. It's like Jack's refusing to roll, isn't it?
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. Go on. Hold on, my wheel's spinning.
This should follow that.
Right, ready?
Yeah. It's nice and steady now, we're aware now. Go on, keep it well enough over there.
What's that shaft there?
Oh, it's dirty. Can't even see it, shan't touch him, man. Shan't touch him, look.
Oh, it must be a length, you know, like an extension, you reckon?
For what though?
I don't know. Well, try again, you ready?
I don't know, I don't know, it's fucking hell.
Can you bend it?
It's clutch man, clutch arms,
Can you bend it? I'll put right bar in.
right between it,
Yeah.
you know.
It goes on the other way, bit. Oh, nice. Oh. Ah, that must go into some splines there, look, Al.
What's it doing, backing up on its own?
Yeah, it looked like it, didn't it? You ready? Back a bit more. You won't need much more than that, will you?
We're on a concrete floor, that's one.
No, will we need any more?
We'll see what you're doing, man. She's only a basic clutch, man.
She stinks, don't she?
Look at that.
Yeah, it's hooked in it.
Very neat, isn't it?
I'll get her thing on it, get her camera on it, and we'll set her up. Right, there we go, she's stripped. She's stripped off, guys. First time it's been touched since it was made. So we've got, yeah, what's it got? Dry clutch in here. And bearing sounds nice, doesn't it?
Yeah. Graze it a bit.
It's got a bit of oil in there, but it's not worth a concern. But yeah, the fibres are all around outside at bell housing. So I'm going to take it out, and yeah, we're going to get this. Well, it'd be almost that's it for today then. So yeah, I'm not going to bother anymore today with the camera, guys. I'll pick it up tomorrow and you can see a bit more when it's a bit later. Right, cheers guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Alright, welcome back to day 2 on the Kubota L4630 GST cab edition clutch replacement. Now I want to apologise for obviously what we've been doing here. The footage hasn't been a how-to. I'm just going to go lock this door. It hasn't been a how-to. Wow, that's bright on the picture, isn't it? I know that, I'm sorry guys, but we are under a bit of a time frame because we only have a certain amount of time with this building that has been kindly, you know, loaned to us. Big old, I would love one of these myself. So yeah, we're on a time frame, and I have to make sure that we're done in time, and we're going to get cleaned up and everything else like that. We've only got the rest of today, I think. We might have a bit in the morning if needs be, but currently we just have today, so that'll be 2 days, I think. So what we've got is it's back half, front half, engine and block, gearbox, axle, everything else. There is a lot of stuff to take off on these. There must be 50 plugs on all of this. We've had to take wiring looms, we've had to take hydraulic cable, piping, we've had to take hydraulic, you know, solid pipes, we've had to take unions out, we've had to take quite a lot of stuff off to remove that cab over there. But nonetheless, we are done. Well, it come off. We're going to do the clutch today. We're going to get that all bolted back on. I've got some spray, some brake cleaner, clean out all inside here because it's an absolute mess. So that's, see if I can get a better picture. It was absolutely gunked up with fibre and a little, I think we might have a little tiny leak, you know, somewhere off a seal, but I don't think it was affecting it all that much, but I might be wrong. Someone might pop up on here and say you should have replaced that. So anyway, that's what we've got. We've got a brand new clutch bearing, pressure plate, friction plate, sorry, over there. So yeah, we're going to get that cleaned down and hopefully reassembled by the end of today. That is the goal, and I have no doubt that we could probably do that today. So as long as all the wiring connectors and everything go back in its place, the cab goes back on nice and square, should be no reason at all. So hopefully by the end of today we should be driving this thing out, or at least getting the tractor out in the morning, because I think we might just bear a bit late on this, but we'll see. So yeah, without further ado, sorry guys, it's just gonna have to be a time lapse again. It's so much to take video and whatnot with this kind of project, so sorry about that. It definitely was the clutch as well, by the way, that was on this. This clutch has been wearing on the rivets on the friction plate. There's the, you can see the rivets have worn through, so that's not good. But needless to say, we had a hunch. We got in touch with a Kubota mechanic. He said it has to be just a clutch. It can't be anything else on these GST models. They are quite robust, so we'll take the man's word for it. So yeah, right, get you set up, time lapse, let's have it. Right guys, bye for now. to do. Whoa, hold on. Might be alright there. It'll be alright to start some. Two fingers and fucking. It's still right over and then they let go and come back to it again. Oh, they snapped them. Huh? On this bodywork we are, yeah. Oh yeah, that was good. We put them back almost on the carpet. But Alright guys, and welcome back to the final part of this video that we've finally got the Kubota tractor all buttoned up. We finished last night at half seven or something like that. We slogged it out and we made sure we were finished, we'd get it done. And sure enough, it is done. And I've took it for a test drive last night in the pitch black. There was nothing. The lights on there need sorting out desperately. But I took it for a ride and she drives beautiful. The clutch obviously does need bedding in at some point, well, throughout the time, but at the moment it's driving beautiful. Everything got put back together fine, no plugs missing, no electric points missing, and yeah, it's just great. So here we have the L4630 back in its glory, put back together. You know, bearing in mind this. Yeah, leave that alone, son. That's not. Yeah, leave that alone. Bearing in mind this this tractor was, the bonnet was off, the sides were off, the loader mounts were off, the whole cab come off, so that we could split it in half from the engine side and the gearbox side, and it just we pulled it all apart, and it went great. It went very, very, very well, and it took us about 2.5 hours to line it back up to put the engine back into the gearbox, because we had 3 spline shafts that we had to line up. We had the 4-wheel drive, we had the PTO shaft, and we had the main drive spline shaft. So there was a few too many splines to really work out. So leave that alone, son. So we've got to thank Alan massively. Got to thank Alan very, very. I mean, like, everybody in the comments just say thank you, Alan, for everything that you've done. And that'll just show my appreciation to you guys and your appreciation to Alan. I think he's great. You know, he was able to allow me space over there in a grain barn, in a grain building, to work on the Kubota tractor. I don't have that facility where I am. So it's been fantastic. We've got Isaac here with me today. So we're going to drive this back down to the field and have it set back up. So we're excited. We're going to see how she goes. So are you ready for it? I drive this tractor down. Yeah, everything should be all right. Brakes work very good. So this is going to be us gearing it out. It's maiden voyage, innit, son? Yeah. So thumbs up. Good boy. Let's have it. Let's get going.